Forza Horizon 5 was released in 2021, 3 years after Forza Horizon 4, and with this gap rapidly approaching 3 years again now, it's only fair that Forza Horizon 6 will be announced and released soon in the near future. And with me recording a couple of videos now on Forza Horizon 5, you know, flexing my muscles, showing my skills, stomping on the world, I think it's time to look at my predictions for Forza Horizon 6. Here's some questions for you to answer. When will the game be released? What will the cover car be? And most importantly, where will it take place? Answer in the comments, but for now, let's get straight in to my predictions. Let's start off nice and small then. What do I think the release date will be for Forza Horizon 6? Well, considering the release date of Forza Horizon 5 in 2021, I think it'd be only fair to assume it'll be either later next year in 2024 or early 2025. To narrow it down to one, I'll pick late 2024, around near to Christmas time. I think this would be a smart strategy, really. A new game, a new Forza Horizon game, no less, on the block, just in time for Christmas, giving probably mainly children, but let's not discriminate. Also, the big petrol heads that are adults alike, a chance to revel, immerse themselves in the new Forza Horizon experience. Let it be a Christmas present and something to go through into the new year with. It will get a lot of people on board and therefore garner a lot of attention. So with that out of the way now, will there be a story mode? And the answer is, hopefully. Well, the last time they did a proper story mode was the first game. I think it's not going to happen, guys. However, it would be nice to see the wristband system come back. Of course, this year we've had the chance to expand into outposts of Horizon festivals for the various different categories of racing and whatnot. And this is nice. I don't hate this. In fact, I'd like this to remain a feature. But at the same time, incorporate the wristband system, so at a certain level, you unlock a new outpost to upgrade, or open even. Just gives more of an impetus to really gain those levels, in my opinion. And maybe even prestige when it comes into it, you can expand your festival even more. I don't know, maybe just something to revitalise that side of things a little bit. What consoles, what devices will it be released for? Well, I think if Forza Motorsport is anything to go by, the newest one, then I believe that the Xbox One series of consoles are dead. Okay, maybe that was a bit harsh, but the point I'm trying to get at is that there's really no reason for them to really add that further backwards compatibility when they could expand and broaden their horizons, if you know what I'm saying, just that little bit more for Forza Horizon 6. Therefore, I think the absolute lowest bar that Turn 10 and Playground Games can go to is the Xbox Series S and X series of consoles. Try saying that 10 times fast. How many cars will there be at launch? Well, in Forza Horizon 5, with car packs and exclusive cars also being included, we have nearly 770 cars currently in the game. But if my previous prophecy does indeed come true, which I'm confident it will, then I see them doing an absolute minimum of 700 cars. I think it would be foolish to have anything less than that. Get more manufacturers interested, broaden the scope of what cars we can choose, and then we can really see some big expansion as the game goes on. Okay, enough about that though. Let's get into the two big questions. And that is, firstly, what will the cover car be for Forza Horizon 6? This one, I will admit, has had me a bit stumped, I can't lie, because if you look over the years, the previous 5 Forza Horizon games, well, Forza Horizon 1 had the Viper GTS, which corresponded to the country, America. Same again for Horizon 2, Italy and the south of France, but Lamborghini Huracan was chosen. And then they went to Forza Horizon 3, and thank God they didn't choose a Holden because I would be bored out of my skin. Instead, they went for the Lamborghini Centenario. Forza Horizon 4, they returned to form in Britain with a British manufacturer, the McLaren Senna. And in Mexico, they don't really have many cars, so they used the Mercedes AMG Project 1. But equally, over the years, we have seen expansions on the limits of road car technology and what can be achieved by manufacturers at the moment. Therefore, for my first guess, I see no reason why it can't be the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look, have my children. Aerodynamic parts absolutely everywhere. Crafted to the very last detail for pure performance. Designed in tandem by Adrian Newey, whose team is stomping everyone in Formula 1. But equally, you can see that every single last minute piece has been carefully calculated to push the limits of road car technology. And like I say, if my prediction is correct, and it continues expanding and broadening and leveling up the cars on the cover, then I see no reason at all why it can't be the Aston Martin Valkyrie. However, I have two more options, just in case I do turn out to be wrong. Is it cheating? It's my video, so no. Next car I think could be the cover car is the replacement for the Aventador, the Lamborghini Revuelto. Like I said, replacement for, well, one of my favourite all-time hypercars, the Aventador. Looks mad, probably goes like mad, and Horizon have had a history of putting Lamborghinis on the front covers before. Like I said, the Huracan and Centenario got a spot, so why not have the Revuelto? The only reason I can't see this be on there is, well, they've already done it twice before, and really, another manufacturer should have that opportunity given forward to them. For my final guess and third guess, therefore, I'm going to say a Ferrari. And I don't know which Ferrari, but it feels quite wrong that we're 5 games in and we still haven't had a Ferrari, the thoroughbred, on the front cover of Forza Horizon 5. I mean, Ferrari is one of the most prestigious car companies in the world, and they haven't even got a whiff of the front cover. I think I'd be quite offended if I was Ferrari, personally. So there you go. Those are my 3 guesses. They might end up all being wrong, but I'm quite confident. I'm silently confident. Not really, because I'm still speaking, but I'm confident is what I'm trying to say. And next up, the location. Location, though. Location is always one of these tricky mistresses. Where do you go to expand to the next level? How do you heighten the expectation, bring up the hype even more, after you've just created your biggest map in Forza history? Where do you go next? Well, if I think about it logically, I think it could be in Europe, and here's why I think that. So from Horizon 1, we then ended up in Europe, in Italy. Then we moved all the way across to the other side of the globe, to Australia. Then back to Europe again for the United Kingdom, and then back towards America once again for Mexico. Therefore, if we're doing it logically and bouncing between the west to the east of the world, from where I live, then I can see it being somewhere in Europe. But where do you go? Here's my first guess. Horizon Scandinavia. If you're going bigger and better, then why not include Scandinavia? Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Absolutely rampaging through the forest, plenty of opportunity for dirt races in particular to become a huge feature. And in conjunction with seasons, I mean, you can't really go wrong with Scandinavia. I mean, instead of a hot season, there'd be a snow season. Instead of a stormy season, there'd be a snow season. Instead of a rainy season, there'd be a snow season. This hasn't really worked, has it? Okay, so the seasons might not have an incredibly profound impact on the gameplay, let's say, but in terms of broadening the demographic and broadening what is possible, I see no reason why Scandinavia couldn't be on there. Like I said, the only thing that would kind of deter it for me is I can't really think of any memorable roads currently that are in Scandinavia. And that's really a problem. So where else could it be? Well, Austria, perhaps. Austria. Mountain roads galore. My goodness me. And also home to the Spielberg Formula 1 circuit. The Red Bull Ring. So that could be an exploration point. Who knows? They've also got some funny village names in Austria. This series is Peggy 3, isn't it? Maybe even Spain, perhaps. Spain, I feel like, would have quite a fair few roads. I glitched. Oh, Jesus. And financially, they're a bit screwed, so the roads would be empty. You wouldn't crash into traffic. Again, probably not my best line. And then there's Switzerland as well. I see no reason why that can't be done. Apart from them banning motorsport since 1955, but we won't talk about that. So, here come my 2 actual predictions for this game. My goodness, an absolute leviathan of a country, loads of space, mountain roads, and all the rest besides. I see no reason why Horizon can't go to Canada in the near future. Plus, with Canada, They've got so many lakes and so many beauty spots, it's unbelievable. I mean, think about how aesthetically pleasing a Canadian Forza Horizon map would be. It would be absolutely unprecedented. It's unrivaled, quite frankly. I feel like there'd be quite a decent amount, though, of not only on-road, but also off-road as well. And with loads of forests about, plenty of opportunity, once again, for off-road racing, and plenty of discovery opportunities as well. So there you go. Horizon Canada. There's one. And secondly, but probably really unlikely, Horizon Japan. The problem with doing Japan is that, I mean, to do Japan, you've got to do it right. And I mean very right. Down to the last detail in terms of the JDM side of things. The modified car sector, etc., etc. I mean, Japan, we think of it, has a humongous car heritage. And yes, if you think about manufacturers that come from there, you've got Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Subaru, Mitsubishi, etc., etc., etc. They're running the game over there, honestly. Loads of great roads you could have. And again, the aesthetics in Japan would be brilliant. Think of Tokyo, especially at nighttime with the light show it has. Mount Fuji, my goodness, what a road that would be to go on. All the cherry blossom trees that you would pass by, etc., etc., etc. I see no reason why Japan couldn't work, but they would have to do it very, very right. So for that reason, my final guess, my final prediction, right here, the gavel has been slammed. Horizon is going to Canada. And that will do it. That will do my Forza Horizon 6 predictions video. And I will come back here in about a year's time when I've inevitably got it all wrong. If you did enjoy, though, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. And also comment down below what you think will materialise in Forza Horizon 6. Like I said, where will we go? When will the game be released? What car will be on the cover? That is all for you to discuss. Until the next video, though, once again, I thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, I'll see you soon.